Hey, what's going on? Strat Soldier here with the weekend shift. Hey, I want to tell you up front, this is a recording, okay? I'm sorry, I found out I had to work this weekend. Everything's cool. I'm just saying, I just found out, all right? So, whatever. I'm not happy about it, but everything's fine, all right? That's all you need to know. Everything's fine. It's just a recording. And just like any of my trades, I got my stops tight, and there's no way that I could make the show live and meet my obligation with that. So hey, here's a recorded show. We're going to talk about what happened in the price action for the week. We're going to talk about what was in Rob's weekend vid, and because I'm here by myself, I'm probably gonna end up doing more teaching than anything else. So we're gonna have a good time though. Okay. Hey, shout out to everybody, and it's just, this is the very first show since this whole thing started, but shout out to the people in Ukraine. Stay safe, all right? Stay safe, and hopefully this is all over soon. Hey, we're just out here trading price action traders, all right? We're not praying for a crash. We're not hoping for any of that mess. Stop saying that kind of stuff. And then if you're going to jump on, and then other people on the other side of that, if you're going to jump on the people that are buying puts as the price action is going down, I'm going to jump on you guys for buying calls and shares and all that stuff as the price is going up, because you guys think the Fed is not going to raise rates because the war is going to be so bad. I mean, that's just terrible on both sides, all right? So you're just as guilty. So don't be jumping on people for just trading price action. That's all we're here for. And we're not going to, it is headlines driven though, okay? So we're not going to make it all, politics and all that stuff. But the market is very headlines driven right now. This week started gap down in the futures because of how it was going so bad in Ukraine. The action over the weekend was so bad. It does affect the markets. It does affect what your trades are going to be going through. It does affect your the volatility. Okay, so we're going to talk about time frame continuity. We'll look at the broadening formations and things like that too. But time frame continuity is what will keep you out of trouble. Okay, right now, definitely. Okay, just looking at the color, looking at the actionable signals. What's the most probable situation here? Okay, that'll put you in a profitable trade. Okay. We are treating every 60 like a new day. All right, Rob says that all the time. What that means is, hey, here's a brand new 60. It's green on the day. It's green on this 60. I'm working it. All right, nope, they're reversing it. All right, next 2-2 reversal, back down. Next 60, 2-2 reversal, back down. Now, I mean, you're going to cut this thing, or I'm going to, see if they triangle out and keep, we're always watching it. The moves are so big and the ranges are so big that yes, you're going to go long on something. It's going to go shooter in force to the downside the very next hour, and you're going to have to cut it because the range is so big that you can't wait for it to be a triangle day out. And you know what I mean? It was just going to be a triangle out and go back up. You know what I mean? You're going to have to just take it, just take it, move on, or take it and get short, as Rob would say. Okay. But time frame continuity is what's going to help you. That's the biggest thing I can say for this week. I see a lot of people out here taking, trades on the 60, and the only thing green on this entire chart is, all four charts is the 60. All right, that's not highly probable, right? Not saying you can't do that, but for the new people, we don't do that. All right, get wrecked. I don't want you to get wrecked. All right, so let's look at some charts here. Oh, hey, real quick, hey, if you want to get in here with us at Sepia Group, type in promo code STRATSoldier2022. That's going to get you 3 months of Rob Smith live trading room for $99 a month for the first 3 months. Okay, that'll get you started, and that'll get in there with Rob on Mondays, 1 hour after the close. He's gonna, that's where he teaches the strat live. Okay, and I'll tell you more about all that stuff later on. I'll even tell you about Learn Strat 22. I'll tell you about that one. That's a really good deal. Okay, I'll tell you that one later on. Let's look at the charts. All right, here are all my charts. I got the monthly, the weekly, the daily, and the 60. And what you're looking at is the S&P 500. We also call it the SPY. Some people call it Spider. Rob's been getting in the chat, and once it's full time frame continuity to the downside, Rob's been yelling "Spider die, Spider die." I'm like, oh my gosh, but hey, that's what's been going on, and I mean, that's true. So what we were doing is we were looking at the month, and the week had hammers, okay? All the weeks had hammers. This is my weekly chart. They all had hammers, all right? XLE, FAS, XLF, XLE, all the charts had hammers right here. This big fat hammer right here. It was looking juicy, all right? So that's what we were looking for, and we were looking for this to go 2-2 reversal up, 2-2 reversal up, and then as it keeps going up, we would get here, and then we'd get a 2. You see my down here on the month, on the fourth quadrant down here, you'll see the lines move up as I keep pushing up this weekly. We'd take here, and we'd take this guy. Now we're 2-2 reversal up on the month. That's what we were looking for, okay? That's what we were wanting to happen, all right? But that did not happen, all right? But what that would have caused, and we still got a lot of month left. This is a brand new month, okay? Brand new month. So we're starting as an inside bar on the 60, all right? Scenario one, inside. Now, if this thing goes all the way up here, goes 2-2 reversal up, you got the classic.
The 3-2-2.
All right, to the upside, all right? But right now, that's not what's going on, all right? People are, they're buying this thing and they are dumping it. We did go 2-2 reversal up on the week right here, hammer in force, and it worked well for a few bucks. All right, you can see that here on the dailies. 2-2 reversal up, and then they just kind of Fed talking, President talking, Powell talking, everybody talking. I tell you what, Powell did not make it go burr. He did not. He did not make it go burr right here on Thursday. Hey, new rule for the markets. If you're going to talk about the market, you only get 15 minutes per the strat. All right, 15 minutes. That gives everybody time to work some stuff and or get out of some stuff while you're up there chit chatting and crap. Nobody wants to hear all that. Get off the screen. That's what we want. We want you to get out of here so we can work our trades. 15 minutes. So we're probably not going to get that. But anyway, that's what I want. So anytime the month, the week, the day in the 60s were all the same color, it was full time frame continuity. All right, there wasn't a lot. All right, of full time frame continuity. There was a lot of conflict, but you can also look for control. Now, control is who is in control. All right, the buyers. So who was in control? The buyers or the sellers. And you can look at that. How many charts do I have that are green? How many charts do I have that are red? Okay, so you had situations where this was red, but the weekly was green, the daily was green, the 60s were green. Okay, and so then you're trading anytime you took a trade on the 60 or a daily, or even the weekly, and all three of these charts are the same color. Guess what you got? You're trading in control of the buyers on the 60, daily, and the weekly. Okay. That's how you use some time frame continuity on your side, okay? Now, that's a lot more probable trade than, just trading just a green 60 here, So, and if you're so when we trade the gap list, we always want to go 60s in the dailies. So we always want those to be the same color, all right? Now, just still talking about time frame continuity. We still want these two to be the same color, all right? So if it's going to be, we want to short it, it's got to be going red on the 60. That's going to turn the daily red. All right. That hopefully it'll turn the weekly red and then turn the month red. And that's called change. And we're going to talk about a chart that did that this week. And it was rough. Preview, shout out to DLX who's been working it with me. Net. Whew. Man, bad stuff. It was getting killed.
You get murdered in here.
It was getting wrecked. We'll get to that. So this is time for, these are all four charts, monthly, weekly, daily, 60. Okay. And again, this is time frame continuity. There's a little indicator that people are using out here that shows that. That's okay. I want you to be able to look at the charts and see how much range you have. Okay. What do my broadening formations look like? Okay. yeah, it's all red. And, this shows that it's all red, or it shows that it's all green. But what's my broadening formation on the daily look like? What am I really trying to work? Okay, am I at the top of this thing? 2-2 reversal back down off of the top of the broadening formation on the daily. You know what I mean? Here's the 60s. I want you to be able to look at these charts and see that for yourself. All right, not just look at a little script over here on the side. But some people they don't want to pay for the software. They don't want to pay for other things, and I get it. It's just easier. It's just easier sometimes. But I'd rather you trade with all 4 charts up, so you have the confidence. So when you're taking something to the downside, you can see, yep, it's red on the month, it's red on the week, it's red on the day, it's red on the 60. Dude, it's just red. It's gonna work. It's gotta work. You know what I mean? It's gotta work. And that'll help you too as well with those triangle layouts, okay? Everybody's wondering if this is a TTO or a reversal. Well, guess what? TTOs are reversals. Okay? That's true. So stop asking me that. It is a reversal. The thing is, a triangle layout doesn't affect the larger time frames, okay? That's the trick. Okay, a triangle layout does not affect the 4 major time frames. Okay, you can have a triangle layout on the 60, okay, but it doesn't necessarily affect the continuity on the daily, the weekly, or the monthly. Okay, and then if you want to, as far as long-term trades, mid-term trades, you can have a triangle layout on the daily, where 2-2 down and then 2-2 back up. But then that's where that reversal down doesn't really affect the week or the month. Okay, you'll see that too. So you can have triangle layouts on the weekly and on the 60 and the daily. I just want you to understand that a triangle layout only affects smaller time frames and does not change the overall continuity. Okay, remember there's 4 steps to time frame continuity. You got confirm, you got control, confirm, conflict, and change. And right now we're trading in a lot of conflict. All right, if you're having problem trading the strat, it's because of conflict. All right, hey, what am I'm getting too far into this. All right, let's turn the labels on for the kids in the back, so y'all can see these scenarios. Okay, all right, we believe there are only 3 ways anything can trade. 3 ways. You got your scenario 1 right here. All right, scenario 1. Notice this scenario 1 doesn't take out either side of this previous range, right to the left. All right, and yes, we do count the wicks. Why? Because the price traded there, someone got stopped out there. So you're not going to tell me that them wicks ain't real. No, it's real. Okay, inside bar right there. All right, scenario 1. Scenario 2 takes out only one side of the previous range. Okay, either the top or the bottom. So here's a scenario 2 up. 2 up, and then here's a scenario. This is scenario 2 down as well, but here's a scenario 2 down. Okay, so let's look at this. Here's a better example. Scenario 2 up, because it takes out the top of only one side of this range here. 2, 2, and then scenario 2 back down, because it only took out one side of the previous range here down. And then when you have a series of 2s in one direction, all right, now you have what's considered a trend. 2 down, 2 down, 2 down, 2 down, 2 down, 2 down. All right. Now you got your reversal. 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up. All right. So, and then that's scenario 2s. Scenario 3s. Scenario 3s, boy. Scenario 3s take out both sides of the previous range. Here's your funky little 2 here. Scenario 3, that means they bought it up, they sold it down, takes out both sides of the previous range here, the top and the bottom. That's something I definitely want to know about, because on a smaller time frame, that is a broadening formation. Okay, people using Sarah the Strat Sniper, using her 50% rule, that's what you're banking on. Okay, that's what you're using. The reason why the 50% rule works is because this is a broadening formation on a smaller time frame. Okay, so when this thing goes 50%, let's find a good one. Yep, 50% down here. Okay, goes up and then it comes down about 50% right here. Sarah's gonna say, hit that thing to the downside. Go ahead, or cut it, whatever you're working. Cut it or start hitting it. We'll work it to the downside. All right, because it's potential outside bar. So 50%, and then bam, outside bar right here. So then this is a broadening formation. So what's really going on is you're working a reversal. This is a weekly, so we could go down to the daily or the 60 and find that reversal that you're actually getting in on to the downside here, all right? And it would actually show this, all right? So that's why the 50% rule works. It's because this is a broadening formation, the scenario 3, all right? That's why that works. So there's only 3 ways anything can trade: scenario 1, scenario 2, and scenario 3. All right, and we'll leave the labels on for the kids in the back. Shout out to everybody out there. You guys are doing great work. I'm telling you, you guys are making good trades out there. And we'll turn that back on in a minute. You guys are making great trades in all of this mess. All right. Here's your dailies. Here's your dailies right here. All right. Here's your 60s. All right. 2-2 reversal back up. Start the, we started a brand new month. And so we started 2-2 reversal back up. Bam, we got to work this for a while, and then a 2-2 reversal back down. Here's your 60s. All right. Here's your 3-2 down. 3-2 reversal down right here. All right. Bought it up, sold it down. The sellers are more aggressive. They came back in on the next bar, sold it down some more, okay? Then you had this is really important. I had a lot of people jump on this one the other day. While Powell was talking right here at 12, right here. All of a sudden, he's talking, inside 60. Then all of a sudden, 2-1-2 reversal back up. 2-1-2 right here at 47.37. Excuse me, right at 437.25, 437.25. It goes in force to the upside, all right? Didn't take out magnitude, which is up here, but it did go, and a lot of people jumped on this, all right? Next 60 comes in, and they just dump it, all right? So this is what I was talking about, that little triangle out, all right? This 60, when this went up, this daily was still red, all right? And, so you didn't have a lot of oomph. You only had, all these 60s are red. You had one green 60, and then it flips back down into the red the rest of the day. All right. So you got to watch that kind of stuff, time frame continuity. All right. And watch these reversals, watch these scenarios. What were we looking at? And what did broader averages? What did diamonds? Diamonds did the same thing. Tried to go hammer and force 2-2 up on the week. And then didn't. All right, looks pretty much like the SPY. All these futures are going to look pretty much, all these broader averages going to look pretty much the same. QQQ still getting beat up. My goodness. Red shooter on the weekly, all right? Red shooter. And we'll see what these dailies do, because you see the SPY ended as a hammer on the daily here on QQQ. Diamonds green right here. Q's red. All right. Red on that daily. So shooter on the weekly. All right. Shooter counter hammer. And then 2-2 reversal back down on the daily, and it stayed red. So we're looking to go more to the downside. Are we going to go, if this goes shooter and force to the downside, the magnitude, let's blow this one up for the week. We'll blow it up. For QQQ on the weekly, you got this shooter. If that goes in force right at, let's turn our magnet tool on. Yep, thank you. Magnet tool on. And 40 at 334.92. If that goes in force, the magnitude for this dude is way down here. All right, way down there. That is at 318.26. All right, what's that going to do for the month? Let's look at the month. Man. All right, that's going to create a 2-2 continuation down for QQQ on the month. All right, now you see our broadening formation here. Is it going to do it? I don't know. We will see. All right, again, it's a lot of headlines driven stuff. But that's what it's setting up for in QQQ, the weakest out of all the broader averages. You are getting wrecked. All right. That is not the time to go long and stuff like that. I know these things have value and fundamentals and all this stuff, but I'm telling you right now, this is not the time to go long when it's going down like that. All right, you want to find a reversal back up, which it tried to do, but then just come back in. So let's see here in the sectors. Everything pretty much looked the same in the sectors, but XLE. Let's go XLK. XLK, same thing on the weeklies. Tried to go 2-2 up. A hammer and force only went in for a little bit. Let's go ahead and go through all 4 charts on XLK. Yep. XLU utilities. The utilities did go hammer and force. All right, hammer and force on the month and on the week. Look at that, beautiful. All right, so these are defensive stocks. You can get in on this stuff. Duke Energy. That's another one. DUK. All right, Duke. Look at this stuff. All right. Green means buying. They are buying this stuff. All right. XLE. Oh my goodness. Hammer and force on the week. All right. If you haven't been trading this stuff in here was your opportunity to get in right at 70.16. All right. Goes in force. Boom. To the upside. All right. Here's your dailies. Here's your dailies right here. 3, 1, 2 up. And then it's gone. She gone. All right, she gone. And where did it go? Way up here.
Say, maybe. I don't know.
No, it did go. It did go. It definitely went. It definitely went. So you got your two. You had to, and then right here on the 60s, XLE. They took them up 2, 1, 2. Excuse me. Yeah, that's a 2-2 reversal. 2-2 reversal back down. That's like by like 1 penny right there on that wick. All right. Anyway, 2-2 reversal back up right here at 73.94. Bam. Now you're back in full time frame continuity to the upside. All right. So that's how you could have got in on XLE here on the week. If you missed it there, here's your 3-1-2 reversal back on the day. If you missed it there, here's your reversal back up to 2-2 reversal back up. Hammer and force on the 60s. Okay. You can see that. When I say take a reversal back into the green, that's what I'm talking about, okay? People will say that. People will look at this and go, "Oh, hammer and force, I already missed it. It's gone. I missed it. There's nothing I could do. I missed my trade." No, man. Get some use some testicular fortitude. All right, look at this thing. Hammer and force. It's still good. Any reversals here? Nope. Still 2 and up. Still 2 and up. Still 2 and up. All right, what can I do? All you got to do is wait, just wait a little bit.
Triangle they out, they will.
They will, all right? And then right here on the 60s, here's your reversal back up. Triangle they out. Right here, this is how you use triangle they out. Use it. And then if you were already in on these months, you were already in on these weeks, these are your ads. All right, on these, this is when you add. Bam. All right, so this is right here when you add. Bam, going long. Home run. Anyway, Labu, death. Look at this. Look at these 60s falling down the stairs. Blam, 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 blam. It's just falling. Just falling down the stairs. Holy crap, Labu. Ugh, so bad. XLV with the healthcare. XLV a little better. Your 2-2 reverse. 2-2 continue. 3-2 continuation. It held. Okay. Let's turn the labels on. 3-2 reversal. Yep. It's still good. Still good. And then right here on your dailies, look at that 2-2 reversal up. You have a little funkiness right in here, but still good. All right. And then if you missed all of this action, here is a gap down, 2-2 reversal back up on the 60s today. All right, and right at 13104. Boom. Now you're in. Let it go. Set your stops even and just work your trade. All right, work it. You ain't got nothing to worry about. XRT with the retail, man. I tell you what, ain't nobody buying nothing. They ain't buying nothing. XLP cereal. Buy some freaking cereal. Inside month did go 2-2 reversal up on the on the week, but it didn't really just blast. All right, that hammer right there, I would have been waiting for that one. I didn't work like XLP at all or any XLP names, but that would have been a beautiful one right here. That's what I'm talking about. Hammer in force doesn't come back. That's the thing I want to see right here. We like them long red and green bars. All right, bam, right here. Nothing to worry about. Now the next day, you know, if you held your stops even down here, you're still in this trade. But you know, it got a little nasty right here. 2-2 reversal back down, but came back up right here as it gapped down. 2-2 reversal back up. All right. So when the price, remember that when the price gaps down, look for the reversal back up. All right. 2-2 reversal back up on the 60s. Look at that. Right at 75.09. All right. Now, when I show you these ETFs, I'm not saying, you know, trade the SPY. I'm not saying trade diamonds. I'm not saying trade XLE. We use that. You can, but I want you to use that main chart as like your guide, and then find stocks that are in that ETF, and then anything that matches the same chart, the main chart, work that mug. Okay, work it. 2-2 reversal back up. Boom, beautiful. That's XLP. I know the Alpha Trades boys were having a good time with that, and them oils with XLE. They call them oily boys. Having a good time there. Gold's moving. Gold's moving to the upside. All right. On the month, 2-2 up on the 2-2 continuation up on the month. This shooter. All right. Now this is a good example why we do not predict. All right. We don't want to predict, because even though this was a shooter, what did it do? You know, if you would have said, okay, there's a shooter, I'm going to buy puts because this is definitely going to the downside, you've been losing money all this week because it did not go in force. Okay, in force means that it is trading above or below your actionable signal. Now this shooter would have went in force at 175.27. Did it go in force? No. Okay. It did not go in force. All right. So that's when, you know, you let them open. All right. Let them open. See what it's doing. You would have saw the price up in here and go, okay, no, it's going to come back down. But it never did. All right. And if you just would have waited and been patient, you would have protected yourself and stopped yourself from buying puts on that thing. Okay. That shooter did not go in force. Here's your days on gold. I know people, shout out to CJ. I know they're working stuff like that, gold and things like that. Let's go to the weekly charts, the weekly vid. All right, we're going to go through these pretty quick. Beat Boeing, doing what Boeing does. We'll leave the labels on for the kids in the back. I keep saying that, and we're just going to do it. Boeing to the downside, 2-2 continuation down. Look at this, 3-1-2 continuation down into the dirt. I gotta show you because people are gonna come in here and go, this is a buy. You know what's a buy? Not this. Why? Because it's 2-1-2 continuation down. Look at this broad information on the year. Okay, year. Now the magnitude for this yearly is way down here, $83. I don't know if it's gonna get way down there. But if it does, you heard it here first on the weekend shift. Look at these quarterlies, all right? Look at these quarterlies. 2-2 continuation down, all right? You had some hope here, but look at that. No, they're just giving it up. So, you know, I want you to know what buys and sells look like. And right now, Boeing, not a buy, okay? Not a buy. The week tried to go 2-2 reversal up, and then it just dumped this joker. They bought it up and then they sold it down. All right, right here. Here's your dailies. Look at that. My goodness. If you're not good at working puts, stay out of it. Don't buy it. All right. Don't try and do these. Don't try and, be a hero and trade against full time frame continuity to the downside. Okay. You're going to get chopped up. Boeing, not a buy, to the downside. All right. I hope you got puts on that thing. Disney Mouse, we were looking. Oh, geez, a lot of stuff on this one. That's some old lines on there. A lot of stuff going on here. We were also looking for the hammer in force on the week. Did it go in force? No. Okay. So again, we don't predict. We don't just see a hammer on the week and I'm gonna buy a bunch of calls and I'm gonna buy a bunch of shares and I'm gonna let it ride. And if you did, you woke up and you woke up to this mess down here. Okay. Oh my goodness. Disney, not the place to go hang out when there's war going on. Not Disney. All right. Nike, is it the shoes? No, they don't want the shoes. Not into it. We're looking for the hammer because of the hammer on diamonds on the main chart. We were looking for this hammer here to go in force. Did it go in force? No. If you set your buy order for 141.84, if you just set your buy order, it didn't, you're protected because it didn't trigger. It never triggered. Okay. It never triggered. That's what I like to do. I like to use stock market buy orders. So if it triggers, boom, I'm in. Again, I work commons. I got that flexibility and I don't have to think about it. And if I would have put my buy order right there, it never would have triggered. I would have came back to this chart and been like, oh, that's why I didn't go because this thing's getting wrecked. So that's a little tip for people that are, you can't look at the charts all day long. If you see actionable signal, you can set your buys there on the actionable signal and it, your phone will let you know if it triggered or not. The only thing that messes that plan up is, or that method up, is gap ups or gap downs. So you definitely want to look at the chart right before the open and see if there's a gap up or gap down. You might want to cancel it because what do we see? Again, what did I say earlier? If it gaps down, we're looking for the reversal back up. If it gaps up, we're looking for the 2-2 reversal back down or the 2-1-2 reversal back down. Okay, it could happen. All right. So, so that's that. PXD and energy, we were looking for it to go 2-2 continuation up. It did it. PXD. Here's your daily right here. Here's your 3-2 up on the daily. That's a good entry right there at 228.12. 228.12 moving up. If you didn't get this one, you could have got this one right here. 2-2 reversal back up on the 60s right at 238.56, and now it takes off. All right, set your stops. Once it gets up in this area, set them even. This one got kind of funky. Thought he was going to stop you out, but again, if you would have kept your stops even, nope, didn't stop you out. Boom, it's still working. All right, still moving. PXD, you can still be holding that one. XOM Energies, old line. Get out of there, old line. Hammer in force. All right. 2-2 reversal back up on the week. You can see that the buyers became more aggressive right here at 79.91, right here on the live bar, the current bar. Okay, we're not waiting for this to close and then look for another bar to reconfirm. You already missed the move. All right, you missed it if you did that. All right, we get in on the live bar right here, 2-2 reversal back up, right here on these dailies. 313 Motor City Madhouse. Those 313s, they're starting to become a little bit more frequent. They were really rare before. 313. I don't know. They used to
You get murdered in here.
People used to you will get murdered in here because, you think it's going to go short. You think it's going to go long. This thing actually went 312 down. And then if you bought puts, this thing right in your face, right back up to the upside. So, yeah, that's a tough one. Right here, 313 Motor City Madhouse. If you want to have some fun, talk to Rob about that one. But anyway, if you were just patient, and, okay, I didn't get in on this move here. Here's my dailies, 313. Not what I really like, but it's going to the upside, which reconfirms what I'm seeing on the week, which reconfirms what I'm seeing on the month. You catch that? Now it's green. I know this has a highly probable, this is highly probable that this is going to work. I get in. and let it go. All right, set my stops. Now I got a shooter here on the daily. Did it go in force? No. All right, it kept going. Kept going. All is good. This thing is good. All right, same thing here. If you would have, let's say you missed that action on them dailies. All right, here's the 60s on the daily. On the 60s today, Friday. These 60s. All right, you could have missed all of this action on the dailies, on the weeklies. You could have missed all this action on the month. But now you're in because a 2-2 reversal on the 60s right at 82 bucks. Buy some shares, okay? You don't have to buy options, okay? You do not have to trade options all the time. There's a lot of pressure out here, especially for the newbies. They're trying to get you to buy options. You don't have to. Buy 5 shares of Exxon. Buy 10 shares of Exxon. Just buy some and hold it. And set your stops, okay? I'm not saying just hold it. We're not buying the dip. We're trading the reversal, okay? You freaking buy some. You set your stops. You didn't get stopped out. Once it gets up in here, push your stops up to even. So if something stupid happens in the news, daggone well, you're protected and you don't lose money, okay? And then as the price moves up, push your stops up. Push your stops up, push your stops up. If you just did that on the 60s, you never would have got stopped out and still be in this thing, okay? So buy some freaking shares. If you're new to the strat and you don't know how it works yet and you don't understand and you've never worked options before, give yourself a break. Work some freaking common, okay? It's so much easier. FAS. Financials, we were looking for that hammer in force on financials and XLF. Did it go in force? No. Okay, it did not. Man. To the downside. Still inside month on FAS, the financials and banks and stuff. Then, like I said, gap down, look for the reversal back up. That didn't happen until about right here, but it didn't take out magnitude and it just went right back down in the red. You did have a 2-2 reversal back up here on the last hour of the day, but yeah, that was the only 60 that was green in all of this. All right, not very probable trade. All right, Goldman Sachs GS. Me and Rob like to call it garage salon. Garage salon. I need a perm and I also need a tire rotation. I need my oil changed and I need a perm. I need a nice haircut. What you got? Garage salon. Anyway, we were looking for that to go up to the upside hammer and force. It did not. It did not even try to go hammer and force. You did add a nice 2-2 reversal back here. Now, here's the difference. Here's one. Here's Goldman Sachs. So garage salon right here. I would let you take this one. I'm going to say I would let you. Okay, this is kosher. I would say this is a good one. 2-2 reversal back up here. Okay. You can work this because the daily's green. Remember, time frame continuity is about the color. So the buyers, even though it gapped down, the buyers are in this mug, okay? They're in here. 2-2 reversal back up. Daily's green. You can work that, all right? All right. So there you go. JP Morgan. What did JP Morgan do? Wake up. Hammer and force? No. To the downside. 2-2 continuation to the downside. Walmart, yes. We were looking for a 2-2 reversal back up in Walmart. 2-2 reversal back up on the month. 2-2 reversal on the week. I should have got in Walmart. I did not. I was doing other stuff in XLE. Walmart looking awesome right at 138.34 to the upside. Here's your dailies. Here's your 60s. Let's say like you missed this. You missed this right here. This is where you want to be. 2-2 reversal back up on the 60s. Booyah. 139.45. You can't tell me the strat don't work. And if you would have took that thing live during the day, you could still be in that mug and still making money. All right. You can be holding this because of the monthly signal, and you're looking for a 2-2 continuation up on the weekly. Okay. The strat does work. So hey, that's full time frame continuity to the upside too. Look at that. Beautiful. See how it's green on the month, green on the month, green on the week, green on the day, green on them 60s. All right, it's working. That's full time frame continuity, Jack. Costco. We were looking for the hammer in force. We did. That's actually a 3-2 continuation. That was a long discussion between me and Michael Dang. Got to get in there. Get in there with Michael Dang. He knows what he's doing, okay? He likes to talk technical analysis and distribution days and market phases and things like that. But I'm learning some stuff from him too, all right? Me and Michael Dang had a pretty good discussion on whether 3-2s can be continuations or reversals. And, of course, Rob said they can be either. So, no, we had a really good conversation about that. Maybe we can get Michael Dang on the show. Actually, he's traveling the world right now. And anyway, we had a great conversation in that Dang Strat show. 3-2s. I'm telling you. Shout out to Yvetti Spaghetti. Heck yeah. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. That was a great conversation. I know you were there, and Brad, you were there too. Costco. If you wanted to get in on this, all right, slight, not necessarily. No, it's not in force anymore, but it will go. Costco will go in force to the upside on the month at 534.29. Here's your way in. 2-1. No, 2-2 reversal back up. I was gonna say, yep, 2-2 reversal back up right here. Booyah, boom. It's working right at 519.91, okay? All right. 519.91. Now, all right. A lot of people say, well, a lot of these things, the strat, it's all hindsight. You know what I mean? Hindsight's 2020. Is when you go back and look at the charts, you know exactly where you should have got in at. Don't listen to the haters, all right? You want to get in on this stuff live, but you don't know what you're looking for if you don't go back and look for it. Okay, you got to go back and look for it. All right. So the next time you see a 2-2 reversal back up on the 60, and I see the day is green, the week is green, the month is green, I know this is full time frame continuity to the upside. I have a reason to get in this thing. I have a very strong reason to get in this full time frame continuity to the upside. It's a reversal back up. I'm gonna get in it. And you get in, okay? Even if it's only one share. I mean, Costco's $500. I don't know what the options are on this thing. I'm sure it's crazy. You buy one share. Now you're working this thing, all right? You buy one, you buy two, work this thing, all right? If you trade common, you can still make money with the strat, all right? You don't need a huge account, all right? Don't listen to these guys. Haters, all right? Haters. Target. 2-2 reversal back up. Look at that. Hammer in force. Boom. 203.34. Still red on the month. That's weird. Hey, what's that? What's up with that? That don't look right, but whatever. I don't know. You did have a gap up here. So like I said, we're looking for the gap down, 2-2 reversal back down. It did not do that. You could still be in this. Let's see here. That actually gapped up right here in this area. So you would have had to have caught this 2-2 reversal on the daily to be in on all this gap up awesomeness, okay? All right. So it is what it is on that one. Microsoft, Mr. Softy, did go in force, but just for a little bit, and then came back in. 2-2 reversal back down on the dailies. You can see that clearly, okay? People ask me all the time, is this bullish? No. 2-2 reversal back down. 2 up, 2 down. 2 up, 2 down. All right? Look at your 60s. All right? This ain't time to buy. All right? Red. Facebook, shut up. Facebook. Meta puker. Still going to the downside, all right? The month opens up way down here, just like I told you guys in the weekend shift last week with Ryan and Rob. I said, if you go back and watch that show, I said, okay, you got this month. And if this month goes in force and then the next month opens, it's way down here and it's a stubby little month. Guess what happened? Facebook opened and it's this stubby little month. It's stubby. And when everybody trade no stubby crap. We like long red and green bars. This ain't long. It ain't green. And this is terrible. It did go 2-2 reversal back up. You could have did some ninja stuff. Not necessarily ninja. Maybe buy one or two. Let's test the waters. Let's dip our toe in this sucker. All right, 2-2 reversal back up. And maybe I'll hold it. Maybe I will. You put your stop. Let's see where it opened. Let's just say you put your stop right there, just for the make the conversation just a little bit easier. Not necessarily stopped out, but you're definitely going to get stopped out of that thing next week. All right, you're going to get stopped out of that as soon as it goes 2-2 continuation down on the week. But you could have took that for a little bit, got stopped out of that, and walked away and lost very little money. Okay. Again, we don't trade the dip, we trade the reversal. Trade the reversal. So 2-2 reversal back up. Whoever took it, some people did. Cut it. Just cut it. And then see if the next week sets up, all right? See if next month sets up. If we get a 2-2 reversal, and this is what I said in the show too last week. If we get a 2-2 reversal back up in Facebook, now you got a reason to work this thing, okay? All right? So let's see what happens, all right? Let's see what happens. Right now, continuing to fall down the stairs. Look at all this. Look at these 60s falling down the stairs. Holy crap. Jeez. Oh, triangle down. It's killed. You could have bought this 2-2 reversal back up. Boom, work it. 2-2 reversal back down. Cut it. Or get some puts. This is rough right here. This is hard to deal with. Anybody who bought puts here and worked all the way down, they held them overnight. The price moves up, but now you got their shooter back in the full-time frame continuity to the downside. So that's Facebook. PayPal still going to the lows. PayPal, we even got these old. Look at this is old. And it's still going to the downside. PayPal, my goodness. All right, Amazon, 2-2. This is a 2, technically a 2 up on the week because it still took out this high here. And we just ran out a week. Or this thing would be a friggin' 3, all right? But, we ran out a week, and it stopped there. But technically still a 2 up. No actionable signal for next week. Netflix to the downside. You're going to raise your prices, Netflix? We're going to show you what we think about that. Look at this big outside bar. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. Oh, my goodness.
That's a mother bar issue.
That is a mother bar issue. That is terrible. Oh, my goodness. Stuck. But it didn't get stuck in the mother bar. If it would have chopped around in here, you'd been stuck in this mother bar. Honestly, it's gonna be nuts in here for a while. Let's see here. Still inside month, but very, very close to going 2-2 continuation down for Netflix. Ooh. Google, the big monster Google, did go 2 up on the week, then came back in 2-2 reverse. This 2-2 reversals back here Thursday and Friday really messed up a lot of longs, okay? All right, NVIDIA, we were looking for that to go in force. It did for a little bit. Probably should have cut it, all right? Definitely should cut that. 2-2 reversal back down on these dailies. Most of these are looking the same, all right? That's why I did a little bit more talking on some other subjects here. Inlock, still inside month. This is off the macro list. 2-2 reversal back up. This is good. Actually, RevStrat weak, in force, still good. Still good. Here's your 60s kind of funky in here. Again, here's that 2-2 reversal back down, okay? All right. Ford, you're my boy, Ford. You're my boy, but I ain't touching you right now, all right? You got too much heat on you, all right? They watching you. They watching for that green so they can sell it at any given moment. Still inside month. 2-2 reversal back down on the days. You're going to keep seeing that. AMC for the apes. If you're still holding this thing, I'm praying for you. You're on the prayer list. Don't, unless you're holding puts, don't be holding AMC. CCL. Anybody want to, get on a cruise right now? 2-2 reversal down on the month. Look at these weeks. Look at these days falling down the stairs. Holy crap. Nope. That is not a buy. Snap. Outside week. Perfect example. They bought it up, they sold it down. They bought it up, they sold it down. This is your triangle. These guys got triangled out. Whoever bought it here, the buyers were here. And the sellers stepped in, became more aggressive, and they triangled these guys out. Okay, even this dude way down here who bought it at 34.94. All right, he got triangled out. Okay, all right, see that? Perfect. All right, I'm not gonna draw no stupid triangle on this thing, but you could. All right, you can see that clearly. All right, outside. Oh, I love that. That's perfect example. All right, snap. This is why I say the scenario 3 on the week on a smaller time frame. This is a broadening formation. Look at that. Look at that. All right, I got my magnet tool on, so it's kind of forced me to put those on certain spots. Look at that, man, and look at it, perfect right here. All right. Perfect example. Snap. I told you you was going to learn something. I told you. Again, this is why that 50% rule works. All right. 50% of this candle. All right. What do you see here? 2-2 reversal back down. Actually, that's a 3. Scenario 3 back down on the dailies. All right. Scenario 3 back down on these 60s. All right. I was way up here. Yep. Right here. So look at this. All right, this is why that 50% rule works. This reversal right here, in all in all of this. All right, so scenario 3 on a smaller time frame is a broadening formation. There's a broadening formation. You saw it right here on the weekend shift. All right, let's get to it. We got a little bit more to go. General Motors, GM, 2-2 continuation down. Sorry. Ford is doing a little bit better than you. I don't know about that. People want to talk about Ford and all these others. Still falling down the stairs. Here's again on the this old line right there. But for your dailies, 2-2 reversal back down on the dailies. Falling down the stairs in the week. That is not a buy. SU out of energies. 2-2 reversal back up on the month. Right, way back here. 2-2 reversal back up on the week. Actually, Rev Strat week right here. 1, 2, 2. A Rev Strat inside bar takes it 2 down and then 2 back up. Rev Strat. Okay. And then here's a 2-2 reversal back up on the dailies. Here's a 2-2 reversal back up on the 60s. All right, you can work that. You can. More airlines to the downside. Just land it. Stop getting up in there. Just land it. Leave it alone. No. RCL was another one Rob talked about, looking for the upside. Did it go up? No, it went 2-2 continuation down, which caused a 2-2 shooter in force, 2-2 reversal back down on the month. Shooter in force on the month. All right, and then upwork puking. All right, falling down the stairs. Look at these months. Shooter in force on the month way back here, October 1st, still going to the downside. We were looking for some 2-2 reversal back up and see if we can come back in through this. Did it do it? That's a no. So anyway, that's a no. Let's go through some dailies. The stuff that happened on Friday. Indo, you guys are doing it. The new people in Sepia Group are staying on the 30s and 60s, and Rob texted me personally. He said they're doing it. Finally, we got a group in here that's listening. That means they're listening on the weekend shift, and I love it. I love it. They stayed on the 60s. INDO. This was called out in Sepia Group. Smiths in the black today. People working this thing to the upside right here. 2, 1, 2, boom, in. Working this thing, working it, and then you know when to cut this thing, all right? You know when to take your profits. But look at these. Look at the 30s, staying on the 30s and 60s right here, at $29.99. Bam, you're in, and then you take your profits right here at 39. Yep, 39.80. 39. Yep, 39.80. All right. staying on the 30s and 60s. This is what I'm talking about. And I'm telling you, Rob was ecstatic that you guys did it. So I commend you. You guys are learning. You're learning. Look at that. If I just stayed on the 30s, I take this 30 up, this reversal back up, 2, 1, 2, reversal back up, and work this thing. All right. And then I don't get out until there's a 2-2 reversal back down on the 30. That's some good profit right there. That's some good profit. That's $10. That's only, again, you only buy one share. That's $10. You buy 5. You buy 10. You buy 20. If you got a nice big account, 50 to 100. You know what I mean? That is good profit right there, and that's a good trade. If you're trading common, that's an easy, good trade. I'm telling you, it's the strat, man. It's the strat. You can't tell me it don't work. You can't tell me. I've traded too much of it to see it work every day. And hey, it's the strat. And learn it. Learn it. 60s for Facebook. Again, this is off the night. These are tickers that were on Rob's nightly vid for Friday. Okay, that's what we're going through right now. Facebook to the lows. All right. Facebook to the lows. Look at that. Shooter in force. Look at that. Nice. All right. MU. That was on Rob's nightly vid. 212 down. All right. Right here at 87.43. You missed that one. You didn't get in on that one. You can get it right here. All right. That's a 2-2 continuation down. So you definitely want to look for the reversal here. There's a shooter. There's a reversal right here. You didn't catch this. Here's a reversal down here. 82.91. Work some more all the way down. All right. We want to trade reversals. 15 minute. Is there any reversals we can get in on that one? Here's one here. All right. It went green. Back to red. Bam. Now we're in. All right. Here's one. Shooter in force on the 15 minute. Right at 82.95. 15 minute. Work it. Once it gets green right here, cut that put, move on. All right, move on. You guys got this. I know you do. So Upstart was a good one to the downside. Old lines. To the downside. We were looking for the 2-1-2 down. It did it right here. Look at this 60. Very first bar. Bam. Outside bar to the face. Roku still falling down the stairs. My goodness, look at this thing. Blam, 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 blam. Win Resorts. Anybody going to Win Resorts? All right, 2-1-2 reversal back down. That's what we're looking for. INTC kind of stayed kind of flat. It did go in force for a little bit, but then it came back up. Home Depot, for all the Home Depot warriors out there, still inside month, inside week, we were looking for the 2-1-2 reversal down. It did do that, but then it came back up, and that's a mess right there. But you could have took this 2-2 reversal back up for some green, because it's green on the day, green on the 60, work it, but then you would have to cut it immediately. All right. NOC, we were looking for the 2-1-2 reversal back up, and it did it. Bam, beautiful. Right at the beginning of the day. Probably would have got in right here. All right, that's a 2-2 reversal back up. I still would have got in right there, honestly. I still would have did it. On the 30s, let's go back. On the 30s, we trade reversals, but this is a good continuation you could have got in on here, all right? Let me mark it for you. 2-1-2 reversal back up. And people want to say, oh, you can't chase. All right, this ain't chasing, all right, because I'm looking at my 30s and 60s. Here's my first 30. And don't mess with it. All right. Don't mess with it. All right. It's already going. Don't mess with it. I wait for the next 30. It's inside. All right. Rob gets on here. He says NOC 30. All right. That means inside bar. The very next 30, right at the bottom of the flip, right at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. Bam. Right at 4:55.64. You're in. Never comes back. Look at that. Beautiful. And then you're just taking your stops, and let's make it red. Let's make it red for the kids in the back so they understand what I'm talking about. and then you walk your stops up. Put them even. Once you get way up in here, put them even. And then once you get some, start pushing them stops up till you get stopped out profit. Did I get stopped out yet? Nope. I get stopped out yet? Nope. Did I get stopped out yet? Nope. Did I get stopped out? No, not yet. Next bar comes in, bam, stopped out. All right, stopped out. All right, done. Trade's over. 455 up to 470. That's how you do it. Okay? That's how you do it. And honestly, that would have been exciting to watch and be in and work. But honestly, if you're trading common, it'd been pretty freaking boring. Every 30 minutes, just coming in, pushing your stops up. All right, let me check out my other. Let me look for some other stuff. All right, nothing else is nothing I like. Let me come back to NOC, top of the hour. All right, push my stop up. Here, bottom of the hour. Let me see what's going on. Push my stop up. Not getting stopped out. All right, and then at 1:30. All right, 13:30 for you military folks. You get stopped out, and then the rest of the day you just leave it alone. Don't even worry about getting short because you made so much here. All right, you guys might not have seen that. Let's go over it again. My big old head's in the way. Let's go for it. Let's do it one more time. Let's demo it one more time. 2 reversal back up on the 30s. Okay, so I get in here. All right, make it green. All right, and then give me another line. I put my stop here on the live bar and work that mug. All right, now once the price gets up in here, I can push my stops even. See that? Push my stops even. I'm just chilling. And then every 30, push my stop up to 30. Here comes next 30 minutes. Push my stop up. You know what I mean? Once it gets up in here, you can push your stop up below that bar. Once it gets up in here, push that up. Okay? It gets up in here. All right, push that up. Now this one, it didn't stop you out, but this bar right here did. Click. You know what I mean? This is where I really like to use the PSAR to do that. But that's how you could do that on those bars. And then there's your profit. All right, look at that. 1 or 2, trade common 1 or 2, and you're in. You make some money. All right. Cover some of them dang losses that you took because you were trading Palantir to the upside. Let's look at Palantir anyway, just for fun. Hold on. PLTR, I haven't seen it in a while. I haven't looked at it in a while. What's it doing? Inside, did go 2-2 reversal back up in red. All right. All the way down to, $10.71. Whatever. That's a bargain to somebody. Going back to NOC. All right. Look at that. That's a beautiful trade on them 30s. All right. 2-1-2 reversal back up again. This is not chasing because the price consolidated. It cooled off. All right. Cooled off. 30 minutes. Waiting. Chilling. Next bar comes in. I'm in. And then walk them stops up until you get stopped out. Once you get stopped out with profit, walk away. Just walk away. Don't even worry about getting short. Take your profits, leave. All right, just go do something else the rest of the day. All right, like Mighty Trades out there. Andy, he takes his family to the zoo every day or something. I don't know. Maybe they live in the zoo. We're gonna find out. He lives in the zoo. He's always got all these animals and stuff. We're going over time. Talking about the strat is easy. Oxy. 2-2 reversal back up Oxy. If you didn't get in on any of this action here on the monthlies, right here Oxy 2-2 reversal back up right at 41.50. Boom, you're in. If you did not work any of these dailies, here's your daily 2-2 reversal right here at 48.66. You're in. That's it. There's no other way of saying that. You are in. And this is all day. These are 30s. All right. Let's go to 60. Let's drop this down to 60. Bam. 60. All right. 2-2 reversal back up on the 60. All right. You didn't touch the 60s. All right. It's too hot. I don't want to mess with, Oxy. But, here's the reversal back in here. All right. Here's another reversal to get back in on. All right. To get in on. Boom. And if you got in here, down here, 2-2 reversal back up. Guess what? This reversal right here is your ad. All right, that's your ad. Boom. Still going. Oxy, get. And I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of people out here talking about exhaustion risk, and Rob talks about exhaustion risk as well. But it doesn't mean, get out immediately. It just means be prepared. Be prepared. This could be jammed with buyers or it could be jammed with sellers, and it's going to reverse. Just be prepared. It doesn't mean don't take the trade. All right. Me and Chuck out here in Chuck with the strat scans, me and him kept talking about exhaustion risk and we, on several different trades, overstock. And is this exhaustion risk? Is it this and is it that? And we psyched ourselves out of a lot of good trades that just kept going if we just would have stayed in them. Okay, exhaustion risk is not it's nothing to be afraid of. It's just you just need to be aware that it could reverse to the downside. Okay, so get in there, create a winning position, and work it. So let's talk about net real fast, and I'm going to wrap this thing up. Net. Me and DLX worked net in Rob's live trading room because this thing went 2-2 reversal up on the month. 2-1-2 reversal up on the month. That's what I hit, and that's what she got in on as well. I think she actually took this one here. She took the 2-2 reversal hammer in force on the week there. All right. So she took the 2-2 reversal on the week. I took the month, and me came back in quick. All right. Came back in quick for me. For her, she worked there for a couple of days, and then it did this funky stuff, and then 2-2 reversal back down. All right. Man, that hammer did not go in for us. It went 2-2 reversal back down on the daily. Just got demolished. And look at these 60s. Man, net getting wrecked. Man, it went from let's see here. It went up from 123.12 where I got in at, and then just reversed to the downside all the way down to 97.73. My goodness, what happened to net? The sellers took over. That's what happened, and they were beating net to death. Holy crap! But this is a really good example of where'd my cursor go? This is a really good example of it was green on the month, green on the week, green on the days, green on the 60s, and then you had a reversal on the day on the 60s that eventually changed the dailies red. Okay, that turned the week red, that turned the month red. Okay. So then this created it started with conflict on the 60s in the daily, and the daily and the 60 created change where these two are in control to the downside, even though these were starting to still greenish. And then but then you had change where this reversal in the 60s in the dailies created changed this entire continuity to the downside. That's change. And then after change comes confirm. All right. Or excuse me. After change comes control. Okay. This thing changed. And then the next Friday comes in and it goes back into the control of the downside with the sellers. All right. Back into control of the red. My goodness. Net. Thank you for the lesson in time frame continuity. Holy crap. Man, getting messed up. Anyway, hey, that's going to do it for me. This was a little bit, this was fun. Thank you so much for being here. I know it's just me and the price action, but hopefully you got some lessons on broadening formations, all right? Why the 50% rule works, and then time frame continuity. If you didn't take anything out of what I said, remember the words time frame continuity, all right? Green means buy, red means sell. If you are going to work something to the upside, you better have the daily and the 60 on your side, all right? Because that's control. That's what's happening. If it's green on the 60, that means it's green. They're buying it now. If it's green on the daily, that means they're buying it today. You at least have to have two of those to be trading control, okay? To the upside. Now, you don't need full time frame continuity, but the more time frames that you have lined up in your favor, all right, your trade has higher probability of being profitable, okay? Of working, I should say. All right, you got a higher probability of that. All right, and anything can happen in here. So that's why I say set your stops tight. Don't give me that. I set my stop at the bottom of the previous candle at the very lows. That's too much risk, especially for you option traders out there. And set your stops, set them tight. And then once you start, understanding what we're doing, you can probably, put a little bit of room in there. But I'm not telling you newbies to do that stuff, right? Don't be putting all that. I got to program in wriggle room. No, you program it in a potential bigger loss. That's what you doing. So anyway, if you want to get in with us here at Save Your Group with Rob Smith, Smiths in the Black, you can type in promo code STRATSoldier2022, STRATSoldier2022. That's going to get you the first 3 months of Smiths in the Black for 90 days. For $90 for the first 3 months. Okay, $90 per month for the first 3 months. That's going to get you started. Remember, Rob does the Power Hour where he teaches this stuff live. It is, people want these one-on-one sessions. This is one-on-one, okay? Yeah, there's 100 people in the chat. And I think it's like 50 to 60 new people in the Power Hour. And Rob's teaching all these new people. That's great. I'm in there with them because I don't know everything. And we're learning. And so we're learning, we're having a good time, but that it is a one-on-one because you're talking to Rob live. Okay, hey Rob, look at net. Tell me how I could have worked net. You know what I mean? To the upside, to the downside. What do we know to be true? How can I work this? Facebook, Oxy. How can I work these things? Rob will tell you. All right, he'll tell you how to work it common. He'll tell you how to work it with options too. He can talk that stuff smartly. All right. If you want to get in, Strat Soldier, Learn Strat 22, Learn Strat 22. All right, that's going to get you the course and Rob's live training room for a whole year. That is $9.99, I believe. $9.99. That's a good one. That's a good deal. There's a couple other deals that I told you that Seppi Group told me about. Those are two main ones right now. Okay, so watch Sepia Group. If you don't watch them if you don't follow them on Twitter, follow them on Twitter, okay? Because that's going to get, you'll learn all those new promo codes and all that stuff quicker, okay? And they're putting out some really cool clips from the Weekend Shift and from Rob's show and from Michael Dang's show too. Get in there with Michael Dang, all right? He's on a break this week, but when he comes back, it's going to be hard charging. And the Dang Strat show, I'm telling you, he opens up the chat and the notes are like this long, and I'll be like, dang, that's a lot of notes. it's just notes about what happened in the day. He's talking about the price action that happened for the day, and then he's helping you create a watch list for the next day, okay? And he's going over algo flow, all right? So don't sleep on Michael Dang. He knows what he's doing. Good stuff. If you want TrendSpider, if you want a good deal on TrendSpider that has the strat built in, all right, it has all the labels already in there for the kids in the back. TrendSpider, get in there with Strat Soldier, promo code Strat Soldier. That gets you 25% off on that. And just trying to help you out. There's a really big long link that I'll have to retweet on my Twitter for TradingView. If you like seeing the monthly, the weekly, daily, and the 60. That is TradingView Pro Plus. And so just trying to get you some deals on some stuff so you don't have to pony up all this money to get going and get started, all right? So hopefully you learned something you can use this week, all right? Have a good weekend. Work together. Hopefully you had fun in the chat. Again, if you were here to watch the show and you signed up to watch the show, or you signed up for Sepia Group in the past to watch an old show with a guest or something like that, they wanted me to let you know you do have access to the forums, okay? Get in there. Forums are free. Get in there, Sepia Social. That's free. And so when the market closes and everybody wants to turn into politicians and talk about the market's crashing and talk about, the robots are taking over and all this craziness they think they know about, hey, guess what? We ain't playing that over here at Sepia Group. We're about creating winning positions, adding to them, and defending them with tight stops. That's what we're about, and that's what we talk about all day long, all night long. Come over. Let's have some fun. Set up your group, Home and Strat. This is the Strat Soldier with the weekend shift. Hey, see you guys next week. Peace.